5 successful real estate tips for 2021. I know it's a little late, but it's never too late because these tips apply for every single year, so I want to give them to you now. Now the key and tip number one, is you have to get the right property. In today's market, in this environment with the pandemic and people flocking out of the cities, prices are just going skyrocketing. They're going out of control. So you have to be very careful in the selection of your property. And tip number one is you have to make sure you find the right property. Well, how do you do that? You have to do your research. You have to inspect that property. You have to ask other people. You have to get people to compare and do several steps in evaluating that property to make sure you find the right property. That's tip number one. Tip number two is understanding the market. You have to know the market, understand the pros and cons of the market, and what's happening in the market. There could be market conditions that are now, but you really want to know that market, that neighborhood, the future of that town. What are the future plans? Are they developing? Do they have a master plan for the town? Is there money coming in? Do they have sewage problems? I'm developing a project in a town. They don't even have sewage capacity. That's a town that doesn't know what they're doing. And that is why I give you tip number two. You have to know your market, understand your towns, your neighborhoods on what they're doing. Tip number three, you have to have enough cash reserves. Like anything else, having cash and sitting and waiting for the right opportunities is the way to position yourself. Cash is king. If you're in fear that prices are rising or you want to wait, don't stop looking. There are so many deals because as prices go higher and pandemics occur, opportunities arise. And that's what I'm trying to say to you. So have cash on reserve. Don't put blinders on. Don't stop looking for deals because of the propaganda that's out there. You have to stay steady on your techniques, on your systems, and understanding the markets and making sure that you're looking at the right investments. Tip number 4 for 2021 is continue to surround yourself with professionals. There's some unknowns out there with the pandemic. Things are getting back to normal and we're ready to rock and roll. But surround yourself with professionals, people that have experience. People that have experience with these types of markets before. People that have done what you've done before. Mirror and model what other people have done. Don't just go in with blinders on. Surround yourself with professionals. Don't be afraid to give yourself an assistant. Delegate the things that you no longer need to do and work towards automation. This is the key in 2021. Eliminate, delegate, automate. And number 5, don't let all the social noise and uncertainty and propaganda, news and politics and all that crap get in the way. It has been a disaster this year mentally for many people because they get stuck listening to the news. The news is getting paid to create disruption. And then you let the disruption into your life. And what does it do? It prevents you from understanding that there are people like myself giving you tips on how to overcome the negativity that's out there every single day. And that's the key. That is the key. Not letting this social noise distract you, politics, pandemics, and staying focused. Those are my 5 tips for you today. And check out kenvanliew.com. Make it a great day.